کاوش مدیا.
And I don't think the negotiations are going to result in agreement anytime soon. So we do have to gather with our partners and allies in the region saying, what are the other mechanisms we have to push back on this or to prevent it ultimately? I don't think we're out of diplomatic options, but I think we also need to be, preparing other kinds of options to ensure that they don't actually get a weapon. I do not think we should accept that as an inevitability at all.
Now, anti-Westernism is surging in Iran. The hardliners are surging in Iran. Things are not moving in a good direction. So I'm not sure the maximum pressure was necessarily working either. So that raises the question of what a broader regional diplomatic engagement would look like and what other approach we can take to try to tip the scale back in a more positive direction.
What's your feeling about the state of alliances, Michelle?
I think we have a lot of I think the U.S. relationship with Israel remains remarkably resilient and strong.
Even though the American people in recent polls, those that view Israel as an ally, it's down 17%.
No, that is true, and I think this is why you can't completely divorce the security piece and even you can't divorce the security relationship from ultimately the resolution of the Palestinian questions, because even the Abraham Accords, how far these Gulf countries can go in their cooperation with Israel depends on ultimately whether there's a solution that provides a two-state solution for the Palestinians. But I do think we're at a point where we do need to kind of, again, really re-engage our allies and partners and come up with a common understanding of where do we share interests, how are we going to align our approaches to dealing with them.
Just very quickly, I thought it was really telling. Just about a month ago, I had a longtime ally in the region, ambassador from that country, ask me who the heck would sign up for Team USA right now after what we just did to our 20-year allies. And that the message was in Afghanistan. And the message is clear that, and it is reverberating throughout the region, that jihad has won, democracy in the West is lost. The UN is reporting 8,000 to 10,000 foreign fighters flowing into the Afghan region. And essentially what he said was, talk is cheap. You've got to walk the walk in terms of being an ally. You can give us all the assurances and reassurances you want. And the next kind of where the rubber meets the road is, are we going to support them if it goes to a conflict with Iran? And are we prepared, if we don't take direct action, to what Chris is saying, and putting a military option on the table, will we support our allies if they feel they have to do so? And so, I think a lot of our reassurances now in the wake of Afghanistan are falling on the table and falling hollow.
آنچه در مورد ما میگویند